Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of Mentos Plays Volgarr the Viking. This is a new game from Adult Swim Games and Crazy Viking Studios, which will be released on Steam on the 13th of this month. I'm assuming this video will be up before then unless I get told that I can't, which there have been a lot of people who are streaming it and everything already, so as far as I know there is no problem with me posting it. But yes, this is a new game that is an incredibly difficult platformer that I've heard a lot of great things about and I'm very excited to jump into and probably fail my way through a lot. You can expect a lot of failure in this if it's anything close to what I've been hearing about it. So real quick, since I might get a little bit disjointed in commentary once we get into the actual game, I want to just go through the basics of the game. So you can do your jumps. You can't move yourself once you're in the air. So if I jump straight up, I can't actually move myself in any direction other than straight up. I can turn around in the air and attack, but I can't move. So you can jump to either angle or straight up. And once you have jumped, you have a double jump / spin attack, which you can use to re-angle your flight midway if you need to. So essentially you could jump to the right and then back to the left all in one motion, but you have to use your double jump. If you hold up, you get a spear that you can throw. These can be used as platforms. Obviously you've got your attack button. You've got your shield, which can block attacks, low or up high, depending on where you're crouching, or whether you're crouching or not, which will be lost if you get hit, or with the upgraded shield that I believe we're going to get in this crate maybe. Yeah, this one here. This allows us to charge up our spears, allowing them to pierce through enemies. So for right now, we're going to be working our way up here, and we will be trying our best to do what we can. We can also do a roll, which allows us to pass through enemies, not through attacks, but through enemies. All of this is readable in the kind of Genesis era-esque user manual that is available on the game. On the Steam page, which I will link in the description for those of you looking forward to this game. And you can also do a down strike like that, which if you don't kill the enemy in one hit, you're going to run into a situation of if you don't kill the enemy in one hit, you're going to land on them, which will result in I lost my helmet already. Okay, so yeah, if you oh, that's a hole down there. We don't want to go down that way. That worked out well. We got a giant flower, which is spitting spores at us. So now if you notice, there is no health bar, but as I get hit, I lose more and more parts of my armor. So the shield that we start with at first, if I lose that, then I am open to a fatal blow. Similar, as it stands, if I am not attacking, this shield can block as many attacks as it wants to, and as you want to. But if you are attacking, it does not work, because your shield is off to the side. So you do have to be a bit aware of whether you're, when the enemies are going to attack, so that you can block as need be. I don't know why I keep killing these guys. There is a mechanic where the faster you make it through the level, the more treasure the boss room gives you. So it is kind of important to not take too long on each level if you want to get the highest score possible. But if you're just playing for completion, of course, there isn't really too much worry. Oh god. We've already lost our shield, so we are not in a good place, and there we go. That's another death. I kind of wish I had an easy way to show a death counter up in the corner. I'm going to have to look into if there's anything I can do with OBS maybe, or some kind of other program to put that up there. I'm not sure if there is. Oh, that happened real quick. Once I lost my shield, that run was kind of screwed. I should be making more use of the spears, I'm sure, because that would actually be real useful. But of course you can't move while you are readying a spear. So, you know, you have to kind of balance out their usefulness with your ability to, and your necessity to move. Which is, of course, not a balance that you want to have to choose. There we go. That worked out well. Let off some steam, Benel, or whatever that said. I couldn't actually make it out real quick. Okay, so now we're going to come down here. We're going to get our helmet. One of these bees is going to get angry, and he's going to cost me my helmet, so that ended up being a net gain of 0. So anytime you jump at a vine or a chain or anything, you will automatically grip onto it. You just have to then use up and down to move your way. You can't actually... Oh god, I did not know that he was going to attack me like that. Last time that worked out perfectly. But yeah, you can't, what was I going for? Oh, come on. I completely lost my train of thought from these deaths. I apologize. I think I was going for you can't, like, actually jump or... No, I just have no idea what I was going for. Get some of these guys cleared out before we go down here. And then we are going to... Oh, we get a wood shield that time because we didn't have anything else. So this wood shield is much like the other shield. It can block attacks. But with this one you can only block one attack indefinitely and then it's lost. Unlike the other one where you can block as many attacks as you want to as long as you don't actually get hit and you'll hang on to it. Oh, god damn it. This may turn into my first playthrough of anything that is kind of a little bit ragey. Especially considering the fact that it's real humid in here and we have a whole house fan running to kind of keep the humidity out while we have the windows open. And I have to have my door closed while I'm recording, so that whole house fan is doing nothing for me. So I'm in uncomfortable heat while I play this game, which is not probably the best way to do it. There we go, that was expected. I also noticed that because I've been playing so much Spelunky lately, I am kind of holding down the shift key for no apparent reason. That doesn't actually do anything. The other controls are pretty much the same as you'll find as the default PC controls in Spelunky, which is X is attack and Z is jump. We want to kill those guys with lightning to make things a little bit easier for us. Climb up this way. I didn't actually think of that. So now I can't actually hit this guy with the spears because you can't have them going while you are... Okay, that worked out much better for us. This bee is gonna attack. Come on, Mr. B. Oh, sure, now you come at me. Oh my god, I can't get the placement to dodge this right. Okay, so that guy's down. This is the farthest we've gotten. So now, in order to get up here, we're going to have to make a spear wall. And then double jump our way up. Kill that spider, fortunately, because I was not expecting that. So now, how are we going to do this? That's going to make that platform. If we do this, it's just going to break. So let's jump over here. There we go. And then I mess up the jump, of course. Of course. Oh, man. This is going to take a while. I've been very excited for this game because it is kind of in the same vein as old school games where it's just ridiculously difficult. Similarly, you know, it has the same tagline in a way in the manual as Dark Souls. It's got prepare to die a lot listed in the manual because it is a game that is really not something that you're going to be able to just pick up and run through no matter who you are. I think as of last night, out of all the people who had played the game so far, they were saying no one had beaten Stage 2. So that's kind of saying quite a bit, considering it had been a few days since code started going out as far as I'm aware. Oh, I got hit. I was doing so well, too. So now the bee is dead this time. I need to stay right where I can't get hit by that. Good. Okay, we're doing better this run. We're going to kill this dude. It's not that hard. Make a platform. So we're right back to where we were before. We want to toss this there. Oh man, how did I make that jump before? Why can I not make this? What am I doing wrong? I know I made it once, I'm just not sure why I'm not making it again. Oh man, I got too over aggressive there. That's gonna cost me. Now I don't have a shield, so I can't get hit by anything or else I die. Let's drop down here as usual, but instead of getting the helmet, we're gonna get our wooden shield back, which is going to give us just a very small bit of protection. We miss killing out on, we miss out on killing that one bee. I'm not too concerned about that. Throwing these spears is going to become a useful skill that I really need to get used to. And up this way, we'll set this guy off. Wait till he turns around. Oh, I messed it up. I came back up too soon. Okay, let's try again. So I think you can tell the general tone that this playthrough is going to be taking on here, because I am not doing so hot just yet, and that's something that will probably continue quite consecutively through going forward. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come, take him out, kill these guys. And then, oh, we got hit on the way down. That's the first time that one's ever happened. That was unfortunate. So now we get our wooden shield again, and it's already broken. That's good. And there is an element of that, learning where enemies come from to be able to handle the situations, which I loved about old games. It's not really done all that much anymore. It's one of the reasons I love Dark Souls, was because it was very much based on the more you play it and know what you're up against, the better you're going to be able to do. Oh, I should add that I got the code for this game from a giveaway that the Zombie Unicorn on Twitter was doing, with codes that Adult Swim gave her to give away. So I do have her to thank for the ability to play this game right now. Otherwise I would still be waiting for the 13th to play it. And yeah, very much thanks for that, as well as to the fact that I am going to link, as well I'm going to link the Twitter feeds for both this game and for the Twitter that I got this game, the code for this game from, on my description for this video. Okay, I had my shield out, so I actually managed to block that attack. So that's something to know. If I duck down and don't attack, I can block that sword's attack, that snake's attack. That'll be very useful to know. I missed that guy, but I made my platform regardless. Okay, so now this guy's gonna jump. We can kill him easily. We want to, I guess that one would probably work, but just to make sure. And we're gonna do a little bit of like Mario-ness here. Why? What do I need to do to make this? I forgot I can double jump. I am the world's biggest idiot. Whoops. Whoops. Well, that explains why I couldn't make that jump for so long. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we're going to start this again with the remembered fact that there is a double jump / spin attack, because that makes a huge difference. Wow. That is the one bad thing about playing a game like this while doing live commentary on it, is you're trying to master all these different mechanics that you need in order to have any chance of making it through the game. And because of that, you're also getting yourself so distracted from the mechanics that you've used already that you end up forgetting to do stuff like use your double jump in order to help you out. So this part I've got down pretty well. We're going to wait for this guy to attack and then attack him. Going to climb up here to set this one off. Climb up here with it, duck down, and then attack. We're going to set off this bee and attack him. Okay. But also, I think you can tell that other than my mishaps with forgetting that I could double jump, there is the same element of those old school and, again, comparison to Dark Souls, which I will probably make more than is actually warranted. But you will notice that there is a feeling of the more I go through this game, the better I am doing more consistently. I want to make my platform over there, and then, oh god damn it. I knew that was coming. I hate you, bee. Except now the problem is I'm not on top of this platform, so I'm gonna... No, because that's just gonna end me up right back where I was, and then I die. So I need to figure out how to make it on top of that platform. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna go about doing that just yet, but we will see. We will see. Eventually I will make it past that obstacle and get closer to the first boss of the game, as I have heard the bosses are awesome in this. Oops. Of course I am playing occasionally pretty stupidly. Oops, I just rolled right into that guy. I meant to jump and then hit down, instead I hit down and then jump, and that cost me. That'll happen. In games highly based on execution, messing up your execution is a death sentence. And that is exactly what I did right there. Okay, so now we want to take out some of these guys. Oh, come on. I am bad. I am very, very bad. Might as well go get those gems, because why not? I'm not going to do very well from a speed perspective on my first playthrough, that's for sure, so there's really no use in... Oh god, I forgot the shield can only block one hit. So yeah, if I block either of these guys with the shield, it is going to be eliminated. Oh, it actually survived that hit. I thought that it would be destroyed. Okay, well now it's gone, that's for sure. I do like the fact that there isn't a health meter. It's just all based on the visuals and what your character has in terms of gear. It is a nice way to clearly show your health without making it, you know, just a big red bar in the corner, which is always kind of awkward. Even though it is the most common practice in terms of health bars. So now I need this to be like right aligned at the top there. Oh snap. Haha. I got you this time, bee. I don't know if I can actually get that any closer to the top than I have it. I can't walk up this way. So I guess what we gotta do is jump, jump, and hope for the best, and that wasn't it. I need to get on top of that platform next time. I really don't know what I need to do here. This is the first time where I'm trying to figure this out, so please forgive me for not knowing exactly what I'm doing, because that's kind of what this game is all about, is not knowing what you're doing. And we will come down here. We're going to get a helmet this time, because I didn't mess up on the way down here, which is obviously a big plus for us. And then we are going to crouch down, let him attack once, and then we'll attack. Dodge this guy real quick, and then jump down, attack, go. Let's trigger this bee. Oh, come on. I think that might be the most effective way to deal with those things, is to use the spin attack in the air. I'll have to remember to try to do that more often. We are going to kill that guy. Toss a spear right there. Jump up here. Okay, so now we're back to my old nemesis of an area. Really? And... So these crystals, by the way, lore-wise, your character in the beginning had died defending his people. He had died in order to try to fight off a hugely overwhelming amount of enemies. And there is this, I think it was a dwarf, it said in the lore in the manual, that turned into a dragon from his greed. And so now Odin, the obviously head of the Norse mythology, is trying to find a way to deal with this dragon before it becomes a bigger problem. But he's got other stuff going on right now, so he can't just come down and take care of him himself. So while looking for some way to handle it, he reincarnates your player character with the task of destroying this dragon. So, while you're, oh, I had my jump disabled by that point. So while you're playing through all those little blue crystals like you see when we start at the level each time, those are all actually little points that Odin has set up in order to revive the character if he dies. So Volgarr here is, every time he dies, he is actually revived by Odin in the canon of the game, so to speak. Oh well, that works, I guess. We lost our shield, but we made it through this area that's been giving me so many troubles. So when we hit a slope, we actually can't make ourselves stop. We can slow down a little bit, which ended up just making me fall into those spikes. I did not know those were going to be there, so that was a stupid mistake in hindsight. Trying to show off mechanics, end up getting myself killed by spikes. That is about what I expected going into this game, so I cannot complain. Kind of want this ruby. Of course, you don't have to go down here through this stone. You can just go over to the vine that we've been climbing up and climb down that way. But yeah, so those blue stones, lore-wise, are resurrection stones set up by Zeus. So every time you find one of those, once again comparing this to Dark Souls, because it is actually a mildly decent comparison. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to hear a lot of places kind of undervaluing this game as a 2D Dark Souls instead of as its own thing. I would refrain from using that term because I think it is diminutive to games to just say, oh, it's like this game, only this. But I know there are probably a lot of places that are going to say that, but the crystals, if you want to look at it as kind of Dark Souls-esque, are your bonfires, and the okay, well, we lost our helmet, but we're over here. This time we want to jump our way off of there. So that red guy takes 3 hits. I just got hit by this giant tarantula thingy. At least I get a wooden shield back right away. I am not sure what this statue does, actually. No idea at all. We're going to try to kill this plant so that we don't get killed by its pollen. I'm really not sure. Like, the statue looks like it should be something, but I'm not sure what. I do need to get better at using my spears from a distance. Similarly, the down stab I could use on enemies like this to take them out easily, but at the same time you've got the situation where you need to make sure that you are not jumping onto an enemy that takes more than one hit to kill, or you're just going to have yourself damaged. I need to be real careful right now because we don't have any kind of gear. Oh, that aim. Okay, so depending on how the next life or two go, we might be calling this first episode of quits here pretty soon. But we're making progress. We have made it a decent ways, I would have to say, into the level. Not very far by any means, but oh, come on. Not very far by any means at all, but definitely farther than we were making it to begin with, which was to right about here. So I will not complain too much about the progress we've made so far on this episode, despite it not being very high. I am also kind of learning how to use these techniques to my advantage, learning how to handle different areas the game throws at me. We're going to climb up here, draw this guy over. I could probably, actually, to deal with that guy, I could probably end up jumping from the rope and then throwing a spear at him. that might be an easier way to handle things going forward. Whether it's a good way of handling them compared to what I'm doing right now or not, I don't know, but we could see. Okay, so now we're in that position where we're kind of awkwardly not up here, but we made it work. Excellent. That is the first time I have actually purposely made that jump. Oh, yeah, I just jumped right into that guy. Okay. So, oh, how did he come up right below me? That never happens. I guess I'm normally not jumping at that point. That'll make a difference. Because I would usually have swung at him as he was climbing up at me. Let's go ahead and grab this gem, just in case we actually do well on this run. Oh, I turned myself around. I really love the death and the reanimation animations. That's a confusing thing to say. The reanimation animations. But yeah, the way that he kind of comes back and first his skeleton reforms and then his muscles and then his skin is last. I kind of like that effect. Oh, come on. I am bad at Volgarr the Viking. Really, 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 really bad. But that's to be expected because I am a noob. Okay, well I messed that up, but I somehow made it work, and then I jumped on the spikes. This is gonna be a long Let's Play. You know what? Just kill me. Just kill me. Body is destroyed. And then back to life. Actually, I think his blood vessels are the first thing to form, which is kind of strange. So, we are going to fight our way through here. Of course, the hard thing about this game is it's the kind of game that you need to play a lot to get better at. But at the same time, if I'm not really playing outside of when I'm recording... Oh my god, why? Hate you! But it's not really the kind... But if I want to keep all my playthrough on camera, then I can't really play it all to practice off camera to get better at these so that there's less dying in the videos. So I think it may just be one of those situations where I'm better off dealing with the fact that I'll be dying a lot on the videos and making progress slowly instead of trying to force a way into... instead of trying to force my way into playing it off camera and not making any actual progress but getting better at the game, because it's a hard thing to balance. So once again we lost our good shield before we even got here, so we're back to the wooden shield. I will be very interested once this game is full of people who are a bit more experienced with it to see how speedrunning goes. With the bosses giving you more treasure for if you speedrun or if you get through them quick, as well as... Oh, lost the hit on my shield, that's not good. As well as the fact that there is actually a built-in timer for speedruns, and hyper-challenging games like this are always the kind of thing that people love to speedrun. So I'm curious how long it's going to be before we see the first real short playthrough of this game. Okay, I'm getting better at that. I can usually make it past there now. We are going to jump off here. We are going to... Yeah, I was worrying for a second. We got our wood shield back. Let this guy set off once. Run, 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 run. Oh, we couldn't make it in time. So that's, of course, bad for us. Take that guy out with a spear, because that's the easy way to do it. Oh. I knew that was going to happen as soon as I realized that the red guy had come running over. The first time we got to that part, it was just the snake there. So I was not expecting the red guy. I think the key thing that's been hurting me is the fact that I've been going backwards to kill these guys too far. So I kind of just want to stay nice and where I'm supposed to be. And that'll take out some more guys. We got our helmet and our shield this time. That is a vast improvement over what we have been doing the past few runs. We'll wait for this guy to come and attack me just to be extra safe. Haha, my strategy does work. There is also, if you do well enough, you can eventually get a gear that's a flaming sword that'll give you double damage, and will be lost as the first piece of gear that'll be lost. So that is something to watch out for that we may get eventually, maybe, if I get better at this game. We want to make that platform, then we can toss this one over here, and then that'll put us right up there. Excellent. Oh, we lost the helmet. Which means that we're going to get another helmet right there. And we'll lose it again quite promptly. And we lost our shield because that guy saw me before I was ready for him too. So now we're right back in this not so great position. And there we go. Okay, at 31 minutes for this video so far, we're going to give one more try at this before we end up calling this first episode quits. I really gotta say, if you're only watching this first video to see my thoughts on this game, I absolutely love it so far. It is very, very punishing and challenging without being crazy. That was way too short, we're gonna do one more run. It is very, very punishing and difficult without being unfair. You know, it's not a matter of enemies have too much health, or, you know, it's difficult because of the controls, or it's difficult because of some arbitrary thing that has been cranked up in the game's code, you know. It's difficult because it's designed well, and those are the kind of games I love most. Whether, you know, I don't know if that's going to hold up through the whole game or not, obviously. This is my first experience with it. But so far, that is my thought on the game, is that it is something that will be... Oh my god, why did neither of those... my timing was so off. Oh, there we go. So with that, we'll call it quits on this episode. Thank you guys for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed my pain through this first episode of Volgarr the Viking. We will be back next time with another attempt to get a little bit farther through Stage 1. I believe, if I recall, there are 6 worlds as well as a 7th secret world that you have to unlock separately. So how long this is going to go on is a complete mystery to me, because it is kind of crazy. I think I've got the camera at the best spot it could be. If you guys disagree with that, if you guys in the comments think that I should move it maybe toward... The only other place I could think it might work is if I put it kind of like in the middle of the screen. Like if the camera is my screen, if I put it like there. Because that would put it like right in the center, but I don't know if that's really any better. So if you have any feedback on that, let me know. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.